this week we're going to talk about something that we as parents of transgender kids struggle with when our kids first come out, and that is other people's judgments of our kids when they are first starting to transition. Like when they're in that stage of redefining their gender presentation, or maybe their hair is starting to grow out, their voice is starting to change, they've just started taking hormones, and maybe their features are changing, and they're in that kind of in between phase. And so they may be looking less like how they did when they presented as the gender they identified at birth, but not quite in the way that they want to yet as the gender that they identify as, right? They're kind of in that in-between phase. And which is fine, right? Because in order to be transgender, all you ever have to do is say, "Hi, I'm a transgender person," and that's enough for you to be transgender. You don't ever have to change one thing about yourself, including your name and pronouns. You never have to take hormones. You never have to change your gender presentation. No surgery, like nothing. None of that is a requirement of being a transgender person. But some people do that. And so while all of those changes are taking place, other people in our children's lives, whether they be people close to us or strangers that we meet on the street, may take it upon themselves to pass judgment on our child for how they look and appear. And that judgment may be in the form of using the wrong pronouns, assuming that our child is somebody who they are not, or maybe accusing them of not being transgender enough, which is something that our children already internally struggle with, not being transgender enough, not feeling like they're passing, not feeling like they are presenting in a way yet that they want to appear to the world because they're still in that transition phase. And so what do you do about that, right? How do you support your child? How do you deal with those people? First of all, it's helpful to remember that there's no such thing as being trans enough. I think I already just said that. Because, like I said, there's no qualifications for being transgender other than to say that you are. Hard stop, that's it. Like, you don't have to change one thing about yourself ever to be transgender. I could say I'm transgender today and still keep showing like this for the rest of my life, and still and tell you, look, I am a transgender man, and if this is how I showed up here every day for the rest of my life, that would still be a truth about me. That's just how it goes. However, people would judge me for that because I do not meet what society determines to be the qualifications for what a male looks like, how a male presents themselves to the world, how a man should dress, which really is all arbitrary because you should be able to show up however you want in the world and it should be fine. But that's where the tension is, and that's where the conflict comes from. Society's ideas about how people should be and how they should appear. And so the other thing you might want to do is to remind yourself and your child that what other people think and what other people say, it doesn't matter. And I know that's easier to say than to do, But what's going to help your child fight those voices that they have on loop in their head that are helping to reinforce that internal message that they're feeling, that they are not trans enough, that they are not good enough, that how they are presenting to the world is not okay, is that those people and what they're saying and how they are judging, and every time they misgender you, that's their problem. It's not your problem. It's their own issue with whatever. They have issues with transgender people. They have issues with people not living their best lives. They can't be okay with people who don't fit in a box and a mold and who differ from the societal norms that have been set for a million years already. And we just have to keep chipping away at that and chipping away at that and reminding our kids that they're loved and valued, and how they show up in the world, no matter how they look or how they're appearing or how they feel about themselves, is 100% perfect and great and beautiful, and that they are good enough and they are trans enough and they're wonderful. And to heck with everybody else and what they think and what they say, and none of it matters, because the only thing that matters is how our kids feel here about themselves. And hopefully that's something good, and we just have to keep loving them and putting those good messages in there to combat all the noise and all the messages. So I know that was kind of rambly and a little bit long, and I don't know that I got to the place I wanted to go with this video, but I just wanted to pop on here and talk about it a little bit. And I do have a post on the website. It's not posted yet. It's coming. It's almost done, but it will be up there this week. It will be better formulated than this video about this though. And I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.